Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a singles love reading for my dearest Taurus. Taurus, if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I do have those links in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for my lovely Taurus for their highest and greatest good. Okay, so your energy, the Queen of Pentacles, I would expect nothing less, all right, in the past. Okay, it looks like you had a situation here that was quite confusing, definitely a stressful situation there. Your challenges, the Hermit card, Virgo energy, and what's coming towards you, the Queen of Wands. Okay, so some of you have a fire sign coming towards you, Aries, Leo, or Sag. But it looks like you have somebody who's very fiery and very passionate, very sexy headed your way. And we have the Seven of Wands energy in reverse. Okay, so some of my Taurus here, I do feel like you are ready to let down your guard and to have victory when it comes to love. And it feels like there will be victory here with this Queen of Wands, but I also see too, like you may have been pushed away by somebody, or maybe you pushed someone away here who was, it feels like they were really quite toxic here, to be honest. But let's go ahead and take a look at your energy first. The Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody who always looks good, somebody who takes good care of themselves, their house, their home, their finances. You know, she's ready for partnership here. Okay, so Taurus, however you might identify, male or female or other, like this person like is showing me that you're balanced. This Queen of Pentacles tells me you're ready for love, you're ready for partnership. With the King of Pentacles, you might not be wearing your heart on your sleeve, but it feels like you've definitely found emotional balance and healing here. And it feels like after some sort of betrayal or deception. Now, you may not necessarily be wearing your heart on your sleeve here, Taurus, but you're ready. You're ready for love. And you can see he's dipping his toes in the water. So some of you have already started dipping your toes in the water, in the pools of dating, right? And I love that energy. And with the Ace of Swords energy in reverse, it does look like you've definitely blocked someone who represents a very painful ending for you. Now, some of you may be widows or widowers, and my heart goes out to you. I know that isn't easy, but there's just, a couple of you that might be. But for others of you, this was just a really stressful situation, something that, like this, I feel like it was a really, really tough karmic lesson. A lot of stress, anxiety, possible depression here. You may have been dealing with somebody who was just emotionally immature, or somebody that was like in and out of your life, maybe even somebody who was a bit of a player there. It does look like you have them blocked and you've learned those lessons. Queen of Swords energy in reverse. Yeah, this is an ex. This is somebody who was anchored on quite a lower vibrational timeline here. But it also looks like they may have anchored you on a lower vibrational timeline for a period, but it looks like you've cut them out and you've been able to move on. But I do feel like your challenges here with the Hermit card in reverse, this is the shadow attributes of Virgo energy, which can be overthinking, it can be being too harsh or judgmental, either to people coming towards you or maybe even on yourself. So just remember to be kind to yourself, Taurus. You've been through a lot. Speak your truth. The right person isn't going to be upset by that or scared off by that. We do see the Three of Pentacles. Some of you are a little bit nervous too about like putting yourselves out there. That can be sometimes like a solar plexus chakra work or throat chakra work that might need to be done for those of my Taurus out there that do energy work. But I do love this Three of Pentacles because I do feel like this is just a reminder from Spirit that everything is working out exactly the way it's supposed to. So don't stress about this too much. The right person is certainly coming in. And with the Three of Pentacles here, some of you you're just kind of worried that maybe there isn't anybody compatible out there. Some of you might also be worried that it's like all work and no play, that you're not going to find the right person. But again, just get out of that energy of analysis paralysis. Some of my Taurus, you might not be trusting your judgment after this situation that you went through. And it's kind of normal when you go through something traumatic or you fall deeply in love with someone. and it doesn't work out, or you find out they're not who you think they are, you know, we can definitely go through an energy of like not questioning our judgment, questioning whether or not we can trust our intuition. But Spirit's saying, you know what, there's certain, you know, this was a really tough karmic lesson, and it was one that you were meant to learn. So just don't be too harsh or too judgmental on yourself. You made the right decision to move away from the past situation. And you have this Queen of Wands here. You have somebody fiery and passionate, super sexy coming your way. All right. And we see the Two of Swords energy in reverse. So this is telling me that energy blocks are being removed in your love life. You're coming into alignment. You have somebody who's seeing clearly. Now, you might not see this coming, but this person is definitely going to see you coming from miles away, Taurus. And wow, it's definitely going to be a tower moment, but it feels like it's one of the best possible tower moments. Something that's just beautiful, something that's unexpected, something that's completely in alignment with you. And with the Nine of Wands energy in reverse, I do feel some of my Taurus, you've been working really hard. You may have been burying yourself in work, trying to sort of heal from the situation, or just really focused on like your house and your home and your finances. And with the Nine of Wands here showing up in reverse, Spirit's just reminding you, my Taurus out there, to just make sure that you really do carve out that space and that time for that special someone, or to have a relationship, because I do feel like, you know, this is going to come in quite unexpectedly. All right, so let's go into our oracle messages and see what advice and guidance Spirit has for my lovely Taurus out there. All right, so we have the divine feminine. Yeah, and this is definitely, this is like what's sort of this detritus, this energetic detritus from that past situation. So your feminine energy was out of balance and can leave you vulnerable. Learn to use your feminine power wisely. And some of my Taurus, you might be a little bit worried about that. Okay, and again, we all have masculine and feminine energy, so it doesn't mean that, you know, if you're male or you identify as male and you're listening to this reading, that, you know, that you don't have feminine energy. And when our feminine energy is out of whack, it can kind of invite more drama into our lives. It can also make us feel like maybe we're not good enough or we're not lovable. You know, it can be emotional manipulation, et cetera, et cetera. But I just feel like there was this past situation that you've cut out that maybe is making you feel a little bit vulnerable. This can also be an energy of over-giving too much, Taurus. So you may have just let this past person hang out too long, or just mess with you too long, right? So just, you know, just work on that divine feminine energy. And for those of you that do energy work, you may want to work on your sacral chakra. You may want to work with Kundalini here. But I do feel like a lot of you, this is what you've already healed from, or you are healing from. All right, and Spirit saying you can't escape your shadow self. So until you make the unconscious conscious, it will continue to direct your life. So continue doing that shadow work. Continue to really bring that feminine energy back into balance. And again, like I said, it's not about sex or gender here. We all have masculine and feminine energy, and our feminine energy can also be healed and find balance by opening ourselves up to receive what is for our highest and our greatest good. It's also an energy of creativity. So like really focusing on your own creativity, what you want to create in your life. And again, some of you actually just doing creative stuff is going to really help you as well, whether that's art, music, painting, you know, whatever it is you do for work, like just being creative. I'm getting like a strong energy. My guides keep showing me somebody putting their hands in the dirt. So whether you're a gardener or you like plants, or maybe some of you that like beautiful energy of getting grounded, but I'm seeing like hands in the dirt, like potting plants. Okay, so again, maybe somebody's doing that and listening to this reading as I'm talking. For others of you, it's just a figurative energy of like, it's time to get your hands dirty and really do that shadow work. But like I said, a lot of you, you've already done that, or that's the process that you're in right now. And Spirit saying it's time now to invest wisely and invest your attention into things that support, nurture, and challenge you in healthy ways that are really going to help your soul bloom here, my lovely Taurus, okay? And I think you know that, but I do feel like that's your challenge here, because I do think there's a little bit of this residual energy from this past situation that, you know, that may haunt you, or may make you question whether or not you can trust your judgment or your intuition, all right? And the lessons here from this past situation for my Taurus out there is confrontation. So a situation is about to get uncomfortable, but look at it as a way to clear the air and move forward. Yeah, so maybe some of my Taurus, there was a bit of a blocked throat chakra in the past. Maybe you let things get too far, or maybe you kept things to yourself that bothered you, or you didn't set strong boundaries, or, you know, and maybe some of you too, maybe a little bit conflict avoidant. And again, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that unless it's keeping you stuck or anchored in a lower vibrational energy or relationship. Okay, so I do feel like a lot of my Taurus, like you're learning that lesson, like I've got to speak up even if it does lead to confrontation. Of course, I'm not saying for anything to get violent or anything to get crazy, but not to fear, you know, saying what you need to say to someone, especially if they're crossing your boundaries. Okay, and we see openness. Be open to hearing or sharing suggestions, which might be exactly what the situation requires. But I kind of feel like being a little bit more open to confrontation. And again, it's not a call to like action as in like fighting or like, you know, getting physical or putting yourselves in unnecessarily uncomfortable situations, but being open to a relationship can get uncomfortable. And that's when you really need to express yourself and see if you're on the same page rather than like really holding it in. All right, my lovely Taurus. So let's take a look and see what advice Spirit has for you when it comes to your challenges here. Any advice and guidance for my Taurus, please? Any advice and guidance for my Taurus? Okay, honesty, the worst truth is better than the best lie. Yeah, so a lot of my Taurus here, we're getting a lot of throat chakra energy work about really speaking your truth. Remember, even if it does make people uncomfortable, I mean, you can do it with couth, you can do it with tact and diplomacy, but you don't always have to, right? And so it's like the worst truth is better than the best lie. I love that energy. It's easier said than done, though. And you've been through a tough time, but with strength and determination, you certainly will recover. And you can trust your judgment here, Taurus, because I do feel like I'm picking up on some of my Taurus here who feel like maybe they can't trust their judgment after what they've been through. But get ready for a major paradigm shift and energy blocks being removed from, you know, when it comes to your love life. Spirit's also telling you to let your guard down. You know, that's where you're really going to have victory here. And really also focusing on a work-life balance is going to be important, Taurus. So let's see, who is this person? This total tower moment, Aries, Scorpio energy, a total surprise coming through for my Taurus. All right, so this is somebody who's a leader. Yeah, they're comfortable taking charge. They're confident in their decisions. They may be in a management role here. Ooh, you might have an earth sign coming your way, so that would really be so compatible with you, with being like grounded and stable and secure. So that could be another Taurus, or it could be a Virgo or a Capricorn. And this person may have a close-knit relationship with their father. Again, whether they're alive or crossed over, whether they're male or female, they might even be a caregiver for their father, or they just, you know, they make sure to like talk to them every day. And if they're crossed over, you know, they're going to tell you these stories about what they learned from dad, you know, the memorable times that they shared with them. All right. And you also have somebody really funny coming your way. So there's going to be lighthearted energy. The laughter you share is going to bond you. It's also going to alleviate a lot of stress here for my Taurus. I love that. So get ready for this earthy energy, but somebody who's ready to step up and take the lead. And they may have fire in their chart as well. Somebody here may also even have like red or auburn hair is what I'm picking up on. All right, so let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. All right, so we have a karmic relationship here that my Taurus, you've definitely learned a lot from, and we've kind of already been through that. Yeah, and there might be some resentment there, but there's also some strong lessons. But I also feel like looking at what might still trigger you, Taurus, is always a reminder of like what still needs to be healed. Okay. And we get seduction. Some of you were betrayed in that situation, and it's never easy to overcome, you know, betrayal. Okay. So I do feel like, you know, that may be something some of you experienced, and that still may be triggering you, but just, you know, give yourself grace to heal from this, to move on from this. I do feel like you've got attraction, flirting, and dating. Okay, so again, some of you, there might be a bit of an office romance. I was getting that with the Three of Pentacles, or this new person, there might be a work-related connection. All right, and we get the dragonfly. Be lighthearted when you find out, or when this connection comes into your life. Just remember not to take things too seriously. And again, that's not about you know, you want to take your boundaries and your expectations seriously here, Taurus. But I'm also seeing here that, you know, you might have somebody around you who you find out they have feelings for you that's going to be a total Tower moment, right? Like it's going to be a shock and a surprise. But it's also about not being too married to the outcome. Like just stay really present. Take your time getting to know each other. You know, don't rush into things. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't pick yourself apart. Don't pick them apart. Of course, you want to vet them, yes. But you know what I'm saying? Like just try to, like, you know, to recapture romance, be playful, stay present. Don't get too married to the outcome. And speak your truth is what I'm seeing. But I do see it having a beautiful outcome here for you. And Spirit's confirming for my lovely Taurus here that this could be a twin flame connection or just a really strong connection or soul contract, somebody who really complements you, somebody who's extremely compatible. Spirit's saying that there's going to be honest communication here with this new person, okay, and expect a proposal. So, I mean, obviously some of you it could be online, but I do feel for a lot of you, this is somebody who's going to come in and speak to you honestly about their feelings, about what they want. It feels really refreshing, and I do think that they're going to step up and take the lead here, Taurus. And we did see here that this person is a leader. Okay, so they're going to step up and take the lead. This person, if there's a bit of an age difference, they're definitely going to look younger or act younger than they truly are, but that's in the best possible way. Like it's not going to be that emotional immaturity that you got in the past. And Spirit's also saying that it's going to happen in divine timing, so it's going to happen unexpectedly. And it's also going to be a healing connection where you allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past here. So it feels absolutely gorgeous. We see divine timing, so that means it's going to happen differently, you know, for each and every one of you, but it feels so good, and it feels really like karmic justice here, my lovely Taurus, after what you've been through. So Taurus, I'm going to leave it here. If these messages do resonate, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light. Take care.